Ian Jacobs and Baris Nezif, this is a promoter's dream fight. One that we've talked about for maybe the last 12 years, but never eventuated until now. Jacobs 5 years the elder, 2 centimeters taller, both weighed in at 75 kilos, but Jacobs coming off a 4-second world record knockout earlier on tonight against the headhunter. Baris Nezif having been knocked down and then coming back to knock out Abdurrahman Penda. Let's have a look again at Ian Jacobs' world record. The bell sounds, flying front kick, KO of the headhunter. World record, you saw it live. Baris Nezif, who was knocked down by Abdurrahman Penda in the opening round, came back to knock out the Cameroonian, as his trainer Jamal Hassan called for, with a straight right hand. Now the blockbuster semi-final is set. Nezif and Jacobs. I can't believe it. It's finally a happening.
Celal proudly presents
the A1 World Combat Cup Championship of the World.
Autobahn, proud supporters of Last Man Standing.
Fight number 7, tournament semi-final, the dream fight. Ian Jacobs versus Baris Nezif. Before I announce the fight, I would like to thank my sponsors, the best Italian restaurant on Lygon Street, Carlton, Villa Romana, Triple M for supporting us for many, many years. Thank you very much, Triple M, one of our major sponsors. They've been advertising this fight in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, all over the place. Thank you very much. Elite Cranes, thank you, Matt Thomas. Also, Bayview International Hotels and Resorts. Bayview Eden International Hotels and Resorts, thank you very much for your very generous sponsorship. However, our main sponsor has been extremely generous with us. Mr. Gary from Autobahn, thank you very much for getting involved in kickboxing. And I promise you, stick with us and we'll make sure that you get the best advertisement back and the best sales back. Fight number 6, semi-final number 1, a promoter's dream fight. Yes, It's here right now, a promoter's dream fight. In the blue corner, representing Australia, Ilhan Powerhouse Jacobs. His opponent coming out of the red corner, representing the Republic of Northern Cyprus. 47 fights, 36 wins, 22 in the way of knockout. The Wonder Kick, Baris Nezif.
Pass in here for both Baris Nezif and Ilhan Jacobs. Third man in centering, Ezra Gari. Stan, I'm so excited about this one. My nipples could cut glass right now. This is going to be crazy.
The question is, mentally, the preparation for Baris, he knows he had to work hard to get through, and he knows that Ilhan Jacobs virtually didn't have a fight. You know what I'm saying? That's the big mental factor right now for Baris. He's moving around like there's nothing wrong with him, but sometimes the truth will show.
That's him sending a message to Jacobs, isn't it? Saying, listen, I'm not that hurt. Will Jacobs go flying front kick? He goes for a right hand off the bow. And Ilhan Jacobs opens up like a house of fire. Big left hand from Baris Nezif, and we've got a Donnybrook brawl early on. Now Jacobs is going to be tested. Now we'll see if there's any ring rust on the Great One. Pulls the head down, looking for the Muay Thai knee. Uppercut from Jacobs. Baris Nezif choosing to go toe-to-toe, and we are joined in commentary by Tarek Celal. Tarek, the promoter's dream. The promoter's dream is happening.
It's a promoter's dream, all right, boys. This is the fight that I think we should all be waiting for, because this is an unbelievable fight. Both had a great knockout, and both are just punching it out there at the moment, Stan.
You know, Baris wants to land some shots on Ilhan Jacobs. He wants to see whether, like you said, Michael, he's got ring rust, whether he can take a shot at 39 years of age.
And I think he wants to do his brothers proud. Late Gerald, Ilhan and Gurkhan Özkan fighting in the earlier days. He wants to say that I'm here, I'm Turkish too, and I think I can do this.
Ilhan Jacobs, let's not forget what will come into play with his cardio. He's starting to breathe heavy now. He lost 15 kilos in the last 2 weeks to Ilhan Jacobs. He was as much as 90 kilos only a couple of weeks ago. He's had to trim weight like I have never seen anyone trim weight before. Maybe it's going to come into play because Baris Nezif is doing him no favours here in the first round.
Baris looks like a bit of wear and tear. He wants to dig in there. Nice.
Jacobs has been caught. Baris is setting the right hand. There it goes. He hooks him again. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Baris Nezif has shocked everyone. It's the great Irene. No, it's over. Ezra Gari did not count him. It's over. It is good night, Irene. No, surely.
No.
Oh, it's gone. Surely it's over. The doctor hopped into the ring.
He did too.
It's going to be over. Ezra, stop this fight, Ezra. Stop this fight, Ezra. Stop this fight.
Yes. Stop it.
And she went stop the first time,
No
Stan.
doubt about it.
I'm sorry, Ezra Gari. You're a great bloke, but that was poor refereeing, Stan.
Yes, look, he wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. But the worst thing that can happen is we see someone like Ilhan Jacobs. Ilhan Jacobs take some shots that he really didn't need to take.
Stan, what can you say about Baris Nezif? Earlier in the night, he was gone for all money against Abdurrahman Penda. Then he came back and knocked out Penda in the third round. And now Baris Nezif has not just knocked out the Great One, he has absolutely flogged him.
I'm just glad to see Ilhan Jacobs is up. He's okay, he has his senses. He's a bit disappointed now coming to the reality of it all as we go ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's take a look how it went down, Stan. Look at Baris Nezif just digging away, big uppercut, boom with the left hook. Jacobs had a whole lot of bother against the ropes. And watch Nezif line up the right hand. Bang! Caught it on the gloves. Nezif weaves under the hook and then catches him on the temple.
On the temple. That's why he wanted to go toe-to-toe with him. He wanted to land some shots on Ilhan.
Wow. Jamal Hassan yet again had the game plan. Look at Baris Nezif.
I just want a quick interview of both guys, if I can, please. I just want everyone to first of all know Baris Nezif and Ilhan Jacobs are probably two of the best friends I've got in the world. One lives in Queensland, one lives in Melbourne, representing the Northern Republic of Cyprus. They're both two best friends of mine, and I know them personally very well, both of them, with their families. And I just want to say a couple of things. Big credit to Baris, because I know how emotional he is about fighting Ian Jacobs, because Ian beating the late Celal Ilhan years and years ago, one of our Turkish fighters, Crazy John's brother, and there was a lot of emotion involved there. Also beating Gürkan Özkan in 1996. So it meant a lot for Baris Nezif as a Turk to fight Ian Jacobs, because Ian Jacobs, pound for pound, got voted the best fighter ever in Australia. He was the best middle that ever lived in Australia, and he done very freaky things. Fighting here tonight is very freaky, because 15 days ago, he was out of the tournament 3 months ago, and 15 days ago, I said to him, Ian, I need you on the tournament. And this is what we can do if you can win, and this is what we can't do if you lose, but at least you and I, we always have a good time, and we'll have a good time tonight, and I'm sure we're both doing that at the moment. And you know what he done? He lost 15 kilos in less than 2 weeks to make it into the tournament. That's one. Is there a ruptured eardrum? That's two. And I know a couple more injuries, but I'm not going to say what Baris's injuries are, because I know his injuries because I personally train with him too. He's got a lot of injuries too. He's got one more fight to go, so we won't talk about them. But a great round of applause for Ian Jacobs and Baris Nezif. This is A1.
So a great history lesson there from Tarek Solak, giving the history behind the rivalry between Baris Nezif and Ian Jacobs. Jacobs having defeated Gürkan Özkan, defeated the late Celal Ilhan, both trained by Jamal Hassan. And something of a vengeance victory here. Okay, Tarek, make it official.
Round 1, 2 minutes 13 seconds in round 1. Your winner, Baris Nezif.
The Cinderella story continues for Baris Nezif. And great sportsmanship here. And folks, don't forget, on